covers in Canada is kind of painted as like so nice and polite, right? But we obviously have a very genocidal history. And today I'm mainly talking about the Métis revolutions and the Métis struggle. Although like First Nations, Inuit struggles, all of Indigenous people's struggles in Canada are very important. But that's just kind of the frame, the perspective that I have the most knowledge on. Fascism in Europe was inspired by and built from the colonization of the world, of the Americas. And we Indigenous people have been fighting against these forces for centuries, before many of these capitalist states were even official nation states. So today we're like reclaiming, I see today as a reclamation of remembrance and remembering people who fought against imperialism, who fought against colonization. Although, of course, it didn't end the best for us, we gained our nationhood in the fight against colonization. And that can never be taken from us, that sovereignty. So I wanted to say a few quotes from Louis Riel. So he said, "I'm more convinced every day that without a single exception I did right, and I have always believed that. As I have acted honestly, the time will come when the people of Canada will see and acknowledge it." So I think we are seeing a lot more of that acknowledgement nowadays, and it's getting better. But of course, there's the same things happening all over the world. In Palestine, it's happening right now, and you have kind of empty platitudes of liberal politicians like asking for reconciliation or saying we want to reconcile, while still supporting genocide, here in Canada. When they first created the Métis Nation, and the Métis settlements, they wanted a different economy. They didn't want a capitalist economy. They were working on a more co-op level with cooperative farms. And we worked as a community to grow food for each other. No one would go hungry. No one would have the same people like on the settlement going hungry. They wanted to raise taxes on the Métis settlement so that land developers and energy companies had to pay more to them. But the Canadian state saw that as unconstitutional, because apparently we can't determine the own taxes on our own land when companies want to come in and exploit our resources. And then there's also Beaver Lake Cree Nation, who is fighting against the Crown for similar things, for kind of saying that there's too much land development going on our land, and we're not getting enough in return, and that goes against the treaties. So all of these nations need our support, and we can work together to support them.